A hot and steamy day here in Norman, 85 degrees at kickoff time. Temperatures are supposed to go up to the mid-90s. So you got to stay hydrated, partner.
Got to stay hydrated, got to stay rested. It's important to conserve your energy. You can't go give it everything you got in the first quarter, because once the tank is empty, there's no coming back. Very, very important to conserve your energy today.
Austin Seibert will send it away. James Pierre, Kierith White are the deep men. OU. Florida Atlantic, and we're underway from Norman. And this one kicked out of the end zone, so Lane Kiffin took away the... Robinson sprints out of the pocket. Wants to throw on the move, does. That ball deflected and out of play, intended for Durant. Parnell Motley, though, gets a hand on the football for Oklahoma. 1st and 10 at the 49. Now Singletary looking for some space. Pushing forward. Gains a yard on the play. Amani Bledsoe there defensively. 2nd and 9 at the 33. Now Robinson gets back to the line of scrimmage barely, as he is taken down by Ronnie Perkins.
Well, just a great job on the outside. Watch right here. Defensive end slow plays it and now squeezes down and is able to get in there and make the tackle.
He's the pistol back behind Robinson. And they give it to him. Running left. Not a lot of room. The OU defense doing a nice job. Spearheaded by Ronnie Perkins, the freshman from St. Louis.
How about that? A couple of really nice plays from Perkins. What I loved about it is that Perkins seems like the game is moving slow for him. He's being patient, allowing the reads to approach. Here he's the defensive end on the right side, and he's just going to get his outside arm free and then stay there. Did you see him extend his left arm? What a perfect job.
2nd down and 8 at the 28. Here's Murray. Far side. On the money. At the 40-yard line, Marquise Brown with a 1st down. 37 opening series for Oklahoma. Murray out of the gun. With time. Over the middle. And caught. Hollywood Brown again. 1st down, OU.
Boy, I'm impressed by the touch that Murray showed right there. First, the patience in the pocket. Watch as Hollywood's going to start on the outside. He's just going to slow play it. Then he's going to get up past the linebackers, and then that ball has to be kind of floated over.
Junior from Florida City, Florida. 2nd down and 8 at the 45. Murray trying to sprint out of the pocket. Bobbled up. Steps up in the pocket. Uses his legs. And Murray jumping backwards. Still on his feet. Look at this run. Murray. 1st down, Oklahoma. Wow. 15 yards the hard way.
You know, that reminded me a lot of a couple of years ago, a guy at Louisville, Lamar Jackson. I mean, I tell you what, I mean, he had nothing going on down the field. He looked like he was bottled up a couple of times and made chicken salad, as you like to say, Gus. How about those moves?
Looks like a little Johnny Manziel in there as well. He won the quarterback competition against redshirt sophomore Austin Kendall. Anderson, downhill. Anderson, Mr. Anderson. 30-yard touchdown. And Oklahoma scores on their opening drive.
Yeah, what a play there. Just a terrific cut. Watch, they're going to actually not block the 3 technique. That's the defensive lineman right on the guard. Anderson makes that read, and he is gone.
No doubt about it. And on 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, the Owls run the reverse, and this is Willie Wright trying to find space. Motley coming up and making the tackle. And so far in this game, it seems like the Sooners defense are doing a nice job of making some open field stops.
You know, overall, they're just a better defense this year than they were last year.
2nd down and 7 at the 28. Gerald Hearns. And he tries to fight for a yard, maybe a yard and a half, and Marquise Overton was there.
And I think it starts up front. They're just more experienced. They're stronger up front. Amani Bledsoe, Neville Gallimore, Kenneth Mann, Overton. All these guys got significant snaps a year ago and should be much better here in 2018.
We're punted away from inside his own 15. C.D. Lamb, the sophomore. Very versatile player. And that one is blocked. Oklahoma got it. Touchdown Sooners.
right up the gut. Oklahoma gets a great jump. Riella was very deliberate once he got the ball, way too slow in order to get that punt off. Easy block for the Sooners.
And Curtis Bolton covers the football up in the end zone for the touchdown. And Oklahoma takes a 14-0 lead. 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5 at the 30. Robinson gives it to Singletary again, and he's tackled from behind. Kenneth Mann got him, falls forward, and he'll pick up a couple.
Check out this move. I mean, just all the way in from that defensive tackle spot. He's going to come all the way down, slip over the offensive lineman and get the tackle. That's a heck of a move from Kenneth Mann.
On 3rd and 4, they throw it near side right, looking for the first down, and he won't get it. There's that good open field tackling again by Oklahoma, and a flag on the play. Radley Hiles and Parnell Motley combining. 14-0 OU. Marcellus Sutton checks in at running back. Murray will throw it over the middle. And it's caught over the middle. This is Lee Morris still running. Look at Morris. Can he get a block at the 10? Stiff arm. Touchdown OU. 65 yards. Baker who? To a terrific beginning.
Magic Man Jr. This is an excellent throw because the coverage is so good. The linebacker is all over Lee Morris. Look at that ball. It is in the perfect spot, right on his chest, and then it's just strength and athleticism down the field. What an excellent run. Wow.
And coming into this game, the big knock on Kyler was accuracy.
Not on that. I mean, that is as hard a throw to make as there is because you can't see it. You know, we see it with that camera.
Previous play is under further review.
They're going to review whether he was actually in or if he stepped out there inside the 5. But our camera gives you a false sense of how open the wide receiver is or the throwing lane.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
Right. First down at the 36. Robinson, far side, has his man. It's right. And he is driven hard out of bounds by Radley Hiles. Robinson, near side. White. And White goes down at the 42. Another hard hit. Caleb Kelly, Parnell Motley, both in on the play. Robinson checks it down near side. DeAndre McNeil, not a lot of room over there as he's dropped quickly. Motley, Kelly there again.
Mike Stoops really urged them to do this spring and all of fall camp.
3rd down and 11 at the 37. Robinson over the middle, incomplete. DeAndre McNeil, closest man to the football, and that's going to force FAU to punt it once again. Robinson. And he won't have enough. Singletary couldn't hold on, and the Owls turn it over on downs.
Great defense from Trey Norwood so far. Outside of a couple special runs, there's Trey Norwood on the outside. See how he just goes back, settles in space, and now he takes out the outside leg. That's where he approached from. Mike Stoops, even up in the box. He thinks the players hear him, Gus. He's shouting. he's like.
Murray handing it off. Sermon gets through the hole and picks up a first down as he gets inside Florida Atlantic territory.
Good power. Listed at over 220 pounds, and you can tell at the point of contact, he lowers those pads and initiates the contact himself. That's a mark of a great runner. I call them like +2 or +3 runners. Wherever they're going to get contacted, they're going to get 2 or 3 more with forward lean and aggressive contact with their shoulders down, and that's what Sermon did.
2nd down and 8 at the 46. Play fake. Murray winds up down the field. Hollywood Brown inside the 20. James Pierre makes the tackle.
And that's something that we haven't seen yet. Gus, from Hollywood Brown. We've seen him run by guys, but now the ability to go up and get the 50-50 ball. Look at him elevate, go over the corner, high point that football, and then bring it down. What a great catch there for Hollywood Brown.
Murray gives it to Sermon. Still on the move, Sermon. Breaking tackles down the sideline, dives. Looks like a touchdown for Oklahoma again.
Number 71, the left tackle. And as you see here, they're just going to pull both the tackle and the guard around from the right. This is really the bread and butter play for Oklahoma as far as their run is considered. It's kind of a counter play. Great cut right there. There's Evans. He's working. I think he just kind of jumped on his defender after the play late is what drew the flag. But what a terrific run by Trey Sermon. Great vision and then power at the end to extend to the pylon for the touchdown. Boy, this offense is fun to watch. Gus, I am nerding out right now. They are good. The play calling, the schematics, Lincoln Riley, the rhythm that he gives his quarterback. He's getting everybody involved. We've seen Hollywood. We've seen Trey Sermon. We've seen Mr. Anderson. Everybody touching the ball for the Sooners. Georgia held them to one touchdown drive offensively in the second half and overtime. So there's a great team.
Robinson throws on the run. And is it caught at the 40-yard line? No, incomplete. Trey Norwood covering.
Now almost picked off by Norwood, and there's the other difference, right? Experience at corner. 13, Trey Norwood. Listen, he was baptized by fire last year a little bit. Both corners were, along with Parnell Motley on the other side. And one of the things Mike Stoops said is he thinks they're going to be so much better on the outside just via experience. So you're seeing some of that experience pay dividends today.
1 at the 35.
Did you mention Joe Washington?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Here's the option. Anderson getting downhill. Anderson, look at the burst. Look at that burst. Mr. Anderson down the sideline. Touchdown. OU 65 yards. I think his name's going to be on that list.
One of the great 8-game stretches ever. Over 1,000 yards in the last 8 games of last season, and they're just going to run a little option play. Murray's going to come up here, and then he's going to pitch it to the outside to Rodney Anderson. There wasn't even a defender there to pitch it, but Murray was like, hey, 24, you take it. You get the yardage, and he does. All of the yardage. Takes it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 35 for Florida Atlantic. Singletary looking. Not a lot. Tyrese Lott, first man to him. 3rd down and 6. Hand it off. Singletary will not get the first down as he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know, Joel. It's something about this defense that just feels different. I know it's only the first half, but it feels like they're a different team.
This is very nerdy, but there's so much more sound. It's called gap sound, right? They're not jumping around defenders. They're not jumping around blocks. They're engaging their blocker, getting the correct arm free, and then staying there. Singletary's got nowhere to go. FAU's got nowhere to go because they're being fundamentally sound on defense. They're doing a really nice job of it. In the OU uniform, you think he hasn't dreamt of being on this field in that helmet his whole life? Unbelievable feeling.
3rd down and 4 at the 30. I'm sure his dad is proud to watch his son out there on the field playing right now. High snap handled. Murray underneath, caught. 1st down. Drake Stoops. Oh, and they're stooping, folks. They're not booing, they're stooping.
Oh, I love it. I'm getting chills. When Bob came into the booth, he said, I was like, how you feeling? He goes, way different type of nerves today. And he's talking about watching his own son on this field, Drake Stoops. Wow, what a cool moment right there.
1st and 10 at the 38. Sermon, 1st down, and more. Sermon, all the way down to the 40. A 22-yard gain. Now, you said something during the break that really was curious to me. You said that aside from Baker Mayfield, this team is better.
All around, yeah. Collectively, this is a better team than they were a year ago, primarily because of the youth and the talent on defense. But the fact that their offensive line, they bring 4 starters back. They've got their running backs back. They've got Hollywood Brown back. If they get quality play out of Kyler Murray, they're going to be really tough to beat in the Big 12. Thrown outside, he can go get it.
And they'll run it with Singletary. Singletary trying to find some daylight, unable to, as Ryan Jones and Kenneth Mann combined to bring him down.
Yeah, Kenneth Mann was way in the backfield right away. Did a heck of a job getting off his block, getting upfield. And Singletary, right after he got the ball, he really had nowhere to go.
3rd down and 14 at the 40. Singletary. Nothing. Amani Bledsoe.
Well, this defensive line is just winning up front. They're doing a great job. Watch all 4 of them down. They're going to engage, and then they get off of their blocks, and then they get to the ball carrier. What an excellent job from Amani Bledsoe, junior from Lawrence, Kansas. The 19 tackles last year. That certainly is going to rise this year, as he seems to be a much quicker and more dominant player thus far.
Murray, Sutton, and here's Sutton. Picks up a 1st down.
That's when he really made his hay.
2nd down. Murray winds up deep, down the field. Hot! Whoa! Touchdown! 65 yards. I don't know, Joel. This team has a lot of talent.
Easy pickings, right? I mean, my goodness, Marquise Brown is going to come from that right side, and as soon as the safety goes with the tight end, Murray just winds up and throws it right down the field. The corner thought he had safety help. He didn't. Hollywood in the end zone.
Come out and showed why they're expected to do so well year in and year out. Robinson down the field and incomplete. Willie Wright, the intended receiver. 2nd and 10 at the 37. Flag on the play. This ball caught by Durant, and Durant is corralled and taken down quickly. Ronnie Perkins. Fast. 3rd and 16. Singletary. And Singletary. Stopped by Tyrese Lott and Justin Broyles.
Onto the Oakland A's organization.
2nd down and 8. Here's Kendall improvising, throws, and it's caught. Flag though on the play. Marquise Brown, 6 catches, 133 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Now Robinson, and this defense has been all over the place. Neville Gallimore with the sack.
They've been relentless up front. They've been relentless on special teams, and they've been explosive on offense.
Halftime here in Oklahoma, 42-0 Sooners. From the 31. Here's Kendall throwing it to the sideline. Caught. C.D. Lamb. First time we've called his name receiving. And C.D. Lamb is a terrific player. Set the OU freshman records for receptions and yards in a game against Texas Tech last year with 9 catches for 147 yards for the season. He had 46 catches for 807 and 7 touchdowns. Austin Kendall with time over the middle. Puts that one right on the money to C.D. Lamb. James Pierre with the tackle. And C.D. Lamb may have been overlooked last year with the emergence of Marquise Brown. A bit.
I think he was, and I think another thing that was overlooked because of the explosiveness is the offensive line play. On the last, that pocket was just perfect by the Baltimore Ravens. Really should have been drafted higher based on his ability.
Didn't have a good combine is what they say. And look at this run. Sutton touchdown OU. 22 yards. That offensive line firing off the football.
And it's that same play I've been talking about. Guard and tackle, leading around, opening up a huge hole for Sutton. And Sutton, all he's got to do is get himself up to the 2nd level. And right there, he's got the hole, and now he's on the safety. And then it's just about lowering the shoulder and getting to the end zone.
Robinson hands it off to Singletary. Ryan Singletary. We stopped for a loss. Curtis Bolton, the redshirt senior, with the tackle.
Great job by this linebacker right here. He's going to come from this backside spot. Watch him just get through the line. He finds the crease, gets skinny, and then gets to the back in the backfield. That's great awareness.
Here's Kendall. Steps into his throw, and he has his receiver. A first down, and it's Jalen Robinson. Second down and 8 at the 14. And it's Fletcher carrying defenders with him. So Pledger with a gain of 5.
About that deal was all the raises that the staff got here at OU.
Here's a ball thrown in the corner. Touchdown. A.D. Miller.
He got it. He got his touchdown.
Yes, he did. After running into one of the officials.
It's a really nice pass from Kendall. Watch how it's outside, and A.D. Miller did a great job of fighting to get his outside arm free. Watch how it's kind of being held inside. Then he spins that right shoulder out. A terrific catch there, going over that right shoulder.
Tell you, that was a terrific throw, though, by Austin Kendall. Put that one right in the perfect spot.
Their starter, Chris Robinson, is obviously one of those players as well.
Peavy lines up and intercepted. This one picked off by Robert Barnes. Barnes still running. And Barnes finally going down at the 43.
Injury situation. So this is a great rule change that they have made. Now we're seeing the fruits.
Another touchdown for Oklahoma, 41 yards. Kennedy Brooks, 62-7.
Wow.
So,
I'll tell you what, you start to understand. Great hole by the offensive line, dominant up front once again, but you're starting to understand why 26 NFL organizations came in here in the spring, not just for Baker Mayfield, but to meet with Lincoln Riley. For an offense like what we've seen, then watch out. Sky's the limit.
Johnson wants to throw it now and likes to run it. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe.
Gus, let me try to show you what I'm talking about. It's all about being in your gap and getting off of blocks. Watch right here. The defensive linemen shed their block. 1, 2, get to the ball carrier. That's a great job right there. Singletary's got nowhere to go. Here's another run to left. Watch, 3 Sooners shedding their block, all in the right direction. Gap sound. There's nowhere for Singletary to go. So he's just got to stretch it out to the left, and there comes the pursuit, and you get him down to the ground. That's something that we didn't necessarily see in past years for OU that we're starting to see today.
DeAndre Johnson, and he'll run it out of bounds. Chased out by Trey Brown.
Rather than going through him with the proper arm free. And I thought we saw everybody on defense do that.
Trey Brown, nice tackle.
Chip is going to be really good at UCLA. I don't know if it's this year that they turn it around. Good throw.
Wow, Mordecai put that one on the money to Michael Jones.
Yes. Now we're talking. Get back there and spin it, young man. I love it. Steps into his throw. Beautiful throw down the sideline. And really nice adjustment by Michael Jones. Watch this as Mordecai kind of steps into it, and then he drives the football high and deep down the field. That's a great throw right there.
Mordecai also received offers from Georgia, Oklahoma State, and Ole Miss, among others.
You can see why. Very talented thrower of the football.
23-14. The final score. Great performance by this Oklahoma squad as they do it offense, defense, and special teams.
There's a lot of questions coming in about this Oklahoma team. People knew that they were talented. They had some good returning pieces, but without the magic man at the helm, there were some questions. Boy, I tell you what, I think this game is going to ripple as Lincoln Riley, who recruited Chris Robinson, gives him some love there. Robinson, the starter for FAU. Hollywood Brown Really nice day, and OU comes out and just punishes FAU with great balance. 320 on the ground, 330 through the air, 650 total yards for the Sooners in week 1.